rukun negara ada in the one thing?
Five, lima.
Okay, that's correct. Betul. Okay, can you nyatakan 5?
Honestly, I tak ingat. I don't remember.
Guys, okay, do you?
Setia kepada raja. Kan ada, right?
That is betul, but then it's not the first one. Yeah. Okay, I give you clue. The first one is kepercayaan kepada Tuhan.
Okay.
Percayaan kepada
Guys, saya rasa nak berenang in this kolam.
Ketaatan.
Guys, let's tutup kedai. Let's go back.
Ya halo teman-teman semuanya, gimana kabarnya hari ini? Sehat semua ya? Amin. Nah, jadi buat teman-teman semuanya yang belum tahu, di beberapa waktu yang lalu, nasi lemak ini menjadi rebutan antara negara Singapura dan juga negara Malaysia. Nah, yang kocaknya, pada saat McDonald dari Singapura membuat resep baru ataupun menu baru, yaitu burger yang rasanya itu nasi lemak. Dan pada saat diposting, menggunakan latar belakang ataupun background bendera Malaysia. Tentunya hal ini membuat netizen dan juga masyarakat Malaysia geram. Nasi lemak dari negara Malaysia. Nasi lemak adalah makanan tradisional dari Malaysia, original dari Malaysia. Dan tentunya netizen dari Singapura tidak tinggal diam, ya. Alhasil membuat salah seorang chef dan juga kreator dari Singapura turun tangan. Dan tentunya langsung meneliti asal-usul dari nasi lemak itu berasal dari negara mana. Dan di sini Chef Ming ini kaget ketika menemukan fakta bahwasanya nasi lemak ini berkaitan dengan nasi uduk yang ada di Indonesia. Dan tepatnya itu berasal dari Pulau Bawean dan kemudian dibawa ke Malaka. Nah, penasaran bagaimana ceritanya guys? Langsung aja kita lihat videonya.
Sebelum menonton video ini, jangan lupa klik dulu like, subscribe, dan klik tombol lonceng ya guys, agar kalian semuanya tahu informasi yang belum kalian tahu. Subscribe itu gratis guys, gratis. Oke, check it out.
Nasi lemak, you know, for us to hear as a Malay Singaporean, you cannot claim nasi lemak. The Malay in me just go, me how? Am I not part of this identity?
Singapore nasi lemak is way better than the Malaysia. Why? Because of its simplicity. Do remember, it's nasi lemak, not nasi padang.
There's a Malay version, there's a Chinese version, and there are Lux versions as well. And there's the $1.50 version, which is a small packet of rice in banana leaf. To me, that's a quintessential Singaporean dish.
We have it for breakfast, we have it lunch, we have it for supper. I think there's nothing wrong for us if we want to claim it as our national dish as well, because we just simply love it.
Mainly Malaysians. One commenter even said that Nasi Lemak is from Malaysia, not Singapore.
Others chimed in that Nasi Lemak is Malaysia's traditional food. The media picked up on the fight.
So, did Singapore really commandeer Malaysia's national food? When did the other side dishes come into play?
Dulu bawa niaga nasi lauk 5 macam je, tak banyak-banyak. Saya dulu pakai sotong, pakai siham, pakai daging, pakai ayam goreng, pakai ayam rendang. Tahun 80 macam-macam lauk saya masak. Sebab customer pun dah ada, customer nak suka makan kita masak lauk macam-macam dah.
Sambal. It's quite sweet, very fragrant. But the one that's interesting to me is the kangkung.
Kangkung.
So I've never had nasi lemak with kangkung before. It's not a typical vegetable I find in nasi lemak.
Arwah mak mentua saya ajar. Kalau niaga nasi lemak, goreng kangkung. Mak mentua saya orang Boyan. Ada gaji masak buat nasi lemak.
Madam Saleha's inclusion of kangkong was influenced by her mother-in-law's Boyanese roots. The Boyanese came from the Bawean Islands of East Java, Indonesia. Madam Saleha's mother-in-law's Boyanese family migrated to Malacca generations ago.
So your Boyanese mother-in-law also knew how to make nasi lemak?
Mak mentua aku dulu, mak dia dulu ajar buat nasi lemak.
Wait, so nasi lemak could have come from Indonesia?
Saya tak pergi tak tahu.
It piqued my interest that Madam Saleha's Boyanese mother-in-law knew how to cook Nasi Lemak. Could Nasi Lemak have an Indonesian connection? In my search, I came across a dish that may provide a lead. Nasi Uduk. Nasi Lemak and Nasi Uduk are two popular dishes that have coconut milk in their rice. One article called Indonesia's Nasi Uduk a close cousin of Nasi Lemak. Another said that Nasi Lemak and Nasi Uduk shared the same soul and same popularity. A food blogger found that the two dishes are often considered the same dish, but that Sultan Agung of Mataram, which is in central Java, created Nasi Uduk in the 17th century. So when was Nasi Lemak created?
Could Nasi Lemak have been inspired by Nasi Uduk?
In my journey to uncover the roots of Nasi Lemak, I've landed on another dish. Nasi Uduk from Indonesia. It also features rice cooked in coconut milk, paired with side dishes like egg and sambal. According to historical records, Nasi Uduk has been around since the 17th century. Could Nasi Lemak have been inspired by Nasi Uduk?
Sultanate Empire, and that goes back all the way to the 14th century. It could have been anywhere from there.
If this myth perhaps didn't even actually happen, where do you think the origins of Nasi Lemak come from based on your research?
To illustrate that, it's best that we go and look at a map.
Okay.
In my research, it's very predominant in the whole west coast of the Malay Peninsula. It's less on the east coast. So that's a first indicator. The other indicator is the actual ingredients that go into the whole basic dish. You have the rice, you have the anchovies, you have peanuts, and very critically, you have the sambal. There are literally hundreds of kinds of sambal all around the Malay archipelago, and the one that is used in Nasi Lemak is the type that is very common on the west coast. So there you begin to get the sense that Nasi Lemak did originate from somewhere along the west coast of the Malay Peninsula.
The west coast of the Malay Peninsula is long. Can you name a specific spot? That says Malacca is on that
There
west.
you are. So
Right.
Malacca is right there, almost in the middle of the Malay Peninsula. And because we have that folklore, which is very common there and very popular there, it's a possible indicator that Malacca was at least the place where Nasi Lemak became famous.
Whilst we can't pinpoint the exact person or village where Nasi Lemak was invented, Naj is very sure that it originated from the various cities along the west coast of the Malay Peninsula, which doesn't include Singapore. I wonder how people in Singapore would feel about that.
Enjoy Nasi.
Jadi setelah kita menonton video tadi ya, berkaitan dengan penelitian yang dilakukan oleh Chef Ming ataupun salah satu chef dari Singapura yang sebelumnya itu juga melakukan penelitian terhadap cendol ataupun dawet yang asli dari Indonesia. Beberapa teori yang mengatakan bahwasanya nasi lemak ini berasal dari Indonesia yang dikaitkan dengan nasi uduk yang tepatnya itu di Pulau Bawean kemudian dibawa ke Melaka ataupun semenanjung Malaysia. Dan ada beberapa teori yang mengatakan bahwasanya nasi lemak ini berasal dari sepanjang daratan semenanjung dan tidak termasuk Singapura. Dan tentunya hal ini membuat ya netizen Singapura ini cukup geram ya. Nah, tentunya hal ini himbauan kepada pemerintah Indonesia karena selain seni budaya, makanan tradisional ini juga sangat penting. Karena ketika makanan tradisional dikelola dengan baik, itu bisa menjadi nilai jual yang sangat tinggi. Tentunya hal tersebut akan mendatangkan value yang besar untuk pariwisata dan juga masyarakat Indonesia. Nah, gimana nih tanggapannya netizen berkaitan dengan nasi lemak ini? Asalnya dari mana? Apakah dari Singapura? Apakah dari Malaysia? Ataukah dari Indonesia yang berasal dari nasi uduk? Silahkan komen, baku hantam, dan cerot di kolom komentar. See you the next video. Bye-bye.
Directed by Yulinuha Project. Thank you, scheduler. Jangan lupa klik subscribe dan share kat dan semuanya.